Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about fifth unit topic in that is supramolecular chemistry. Our topic is molecular recognition. Okay, see the definition of molecular recognition. Molecular recognition is nothing but it is the specific interaction between two or more molecules which exhibits molecular complementarity through non-covalent bonding. Okay, here non-covalent bonding interactions are such as hydrogen bonding, metal coordination, hydrophobic forces, van der Waals forces, pi-pi interactions, and electrostatic effects. These are the non-covalent bonding interactions present in molecular recognition. In this one, complementarity is nothing but the interaction between host and guest molecule. Okay, here molecular recognition consisting of a host guest complex. Okay, this is the molecular recognition definition. See once again the definition of molecular recognition. It is the specific interaction between two or more molecules which exhibits molecular complementarity through non-covalent bonding interactions such as hydrogen bonding, metal coordination, hydrophobic forces, van der Waals forces, pi-pi interaction, and electrostatic effects is known as molecular recognition. Okay, next one, see, molecular recognition covers a set of phenomena controlled by specific non-covalent interactions. Such phenomena are crucial in biological system and also modern chemical research. Okay, the molecular recognition covers here the molecular recognition phenomena is controlled by specific non-covalent interactions. Okay, which is controlled by specific non-covalent interaction. In this case, such phenomena are crucial in biological system and modern chemical research. Molecular recognition is important in biological systems and modern chemical research. Next one, see, molecular recognition may be inter and intramolecular interaction phenomena. Here the molecular recognition consisting of intermolecular interaction forces, intramolecular interaction forces. Okay, next one, here example, protein folding is a intramolecular recognition. Protein folding is a intramolecular recognition. It is the host-guest interaction. Protein consisting of a host-guest interaction. And in this protein, same in enzymology, it consisting of a lock and key interaction. Lock and key interaction. Here host and guest interaction is intramolecular interaction. Lock and key interaction is intermolecular interaction. Okay, these are the interaction involved in molecular recognition. Okay, next, see types of molecular recognition. Types of molecular recognition. Okay, there are mainly two types of molecular recognition. The first one is static molecular recognition. Static molecular recognition is nothing but it is a interaction between key and keyhole. Okay, the interaction forces between key and keyhole like 1:1 type complexation reaction. Here 1:1 type. That means between host and guest molecule to form host-guest complex. Here 1:1 represent one host molecule interacts with one guest molecule like key and keyhole concept. We get a host-guest complex. Next point, it is necessary to make recognition sites that are specific for guest molecule. Here the favorable sites are recognition sites. Okay, the recognition sites range is equal to guest size. Here see the diagram of static molecular recognition. This is the host molecule. Okay, host molecule. This is the guest molecule. Guest molecule is attached to the host substance. We get host-guest complex. This type of mechanism is static molecular recognition. Static molecular recognition. This is the first type of molecular recognition. See, second type. Our second type of molecular recognition is dynamic molecular recognition. In this dynamic molecular recognition, the definition is, in this binding, the first guest at the first binding site induces a conformation change that affects the association constant of second guest at the second binding site, a positive allosteric site. Okay, the first binding site is connected to first guest, second binding site is connected to second guest. It forms a positive allosteric site. Positive allosteric site. Okay, see second point of dynamic molecular recognition. In the case of positive allosteric system, the binding of the first guest increases the association constant of second guest. In the case of positive allosteric system, that means our allosteric systems are two types in dynamic molecular recognition. In these two types, positive allosteric system, negative allosteric system. In a positive allosteric system, the binding of the first guest increases the association constant of second guest. Okay, the binding of the first guest, that means after binding of the first guest, okay, which increases the association constant of second guest. Okay, see in this diagram, here this is the first substance material. This substance material, this is the first binding site, this is the second binding site. The first binding site, first guest is added to the first binding site. This first binding site increases the association constant of second guest. Increases means these second guest binding site are attached. Okay, that is the condition of increases. Next one, in the case of negative allosteric system, the binding of the first guest decreases the association constant of second guest. Okay, in case of negative allosteric system, okay, the association constant is decreases. That means these are deviated in negative allosteric system. Okay, see this is the our first substance. Our first substance have two binding site. This is the first binding site, this is the second binding site. First binding site material is guest material is this one first guest. First guest is added to the first binding site. Now next one, here the guest increases, first guest increases the association constant. These are overlap together. Okay, next one, second guest is added to the second binding site. Finally, we get a molecular recognition material. This is the dynamic molecular recognition material. Okay, see Pedersen synthesis of crown ethers. Here, examples of molecular recognition material is Pedersen synthesis of crown ethers. Okay, see here catechol. Okay, catechol is our primary material. Catechol is added to the dihydropyran. This is the dihydropyran in the presence of H plus and ether molecule to form a 10% starting material, okay, which is the intermediate product, which is also second intermediate product. After that, we should add, this is the melanin chloride as a catalyst, and also in the presence of sodium hydroxide and butyl alcohol. BuOH means butyl alcohol, to form a oily residue. This is the first product. This product is in major level. Okay, this product state is oily residue. It is vanadium chelating ligand. Oily residue name is vanadium chelating ligand. This is the major product in Pedersen synthesis. But our product is crown ether. In this mechanism, crown ether product is only less than 1% crystalline solid, which is the minor one. Less than 1% of crystalline solid, which is the minor one. Okay, this is the Pedersen synthesis of crown ether, because of crown ether is the example of molecular recognition material. Okay, see, second way of crown ether preparation method, facile synthesis of crown ether. Ether. Okay, see, facile synthesis of crown ether. Here our reactant material is same one. Catechol is our reactant material. Catechol undergoes in the presence of melanin chloride, sodium hydroxide, butyl alcohol as a catalyst to form a crown ether. Here there is no byproduct. Here a major product is crown ether. That's why in these two mechanisms, Pedersen synthesis have some drawback, because of in Pedersen synthesis it produces two products, but facile synthesis produced only major amount of crown ether. This is the example of molecular recognition synthesis material. In next video, we will see applications of molecular recognition.